how can someone help themselves figure out what their AI strategy should be, and not just shiny object syndrome. So for me, I'll give you an example. For me, I use ChatGPT. I need ideas.
Mhm.
I need ideas. So the other day, my little brother got married, and it was authentic, but I needed something to help me spark my thinking. And by the
Yeah.
time I was done, ChatGPT gave me some ideas. It was all my speech.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay, yes, this time when we did this. Oh, yes, this thing here. And then I didn't need it. It was just it was more of a get me started.
There's a mind shift that has to happen with some of these tools, right? And I think the mind shift is from a creator to an editor, right? So in the past, we had to have a blank sheet of paper, a blank canvas, a blank something that we had to create something from scratch, right? What I think these generative AI tools are giving you is a first draft and the ability to do something based on something it's given it. So you're moving from creating from scratch to now I'm editing something that's been given to me. And I never, ever recommend that someone just copy and paste what ChatGPT or any of these generative AIs do. You need to take it and then place your own human judgment on it. To your point, does this sound like me? Is this a story, that really relates? How do I, so you took, and instead of starting from scratch, which you would have done initially, right, without a ChatGPT, you turned to an editor. You said, I'm going to take your draft and I'm going to go finalize it and edit it and take this out and reword this. And then now it became yours, right?
Yeah.
And so it alleviated some of the stress and friction that came along with previously maybe a speech that you would have created in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a mind shift that has to happen. And this mind shift from creator to editor is going to allow us to enter what I call the age of iteration, which is you're going to be able to iterate quicker and faster and more often on things that would have historically taken a lot of time, right? And you wouldn't have iterated more as often, right? You would have said, this is going to take me a week. I'm going to do a first or second draft, but I'm going to stop there. Whereas maybe you had the opportunity to do 10 drafts against it or chat back and forth with the tool to do that. So I think there is that mind shift that you have to have. So I think that's one of the first steps you have to engage with when you're starting to think about an AI strategy, which is how should I be looking at my business, right? Should I look at it from a creative perspective or should I look at it from an editing perspective?